Well, hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC. All right, we're out here at the Avon Park Field. Gonna take up the 70mm FREEWING F-22. Have a little bit of fun with her. Just one phenomenal, great looking F-22. Let's take her up, enjoy some flying time, get some stick time in. Unfortunately, Mama had to work, so got to put with me in the hat cam. All right, shooting in 4K at 60 FPS. All right. Got the actually FREEWING brand double-sided afterburner inside there. Got a 4000 Sokoken 6S and a Lemon RX Gen 2 stabilized receiver. Now it only has wind mitigation, it does not have self-level. If I fly to the side of a barn, I fly to the side of a barn. So timer set for
timer reset
3.5 minutes. Let me make sure my hat cam's all nice in position, party. All right, and here we go. Not really a breath of wind now.
Gear up. Time remaining 3 minutes.
Just a fun little ripper here. Bring her by slow.
Retracts deployed.
See if I can remember how to land this guy.
Landing flaps.
Haven't flown this plane in quite a while.
Time remaining 2 minutes. Brakes off. Flaps
All right.
up.
All right, see if we can't improve upon that landing. All right, do takeoff flaps this time?
Takeoff flaps. Flaps up. Gear up.
Nice scale takeoff. Very little inverted pressure or elevator pressure needed. I know I'm way up there.
Time remaining 1 minute.
Come by right at us.
Retracts deployed.
All right. Yeah.
Landing flaps. Seconds.
I'm awfully high. I'm going to have to go around.
Flaps up.
I'll leave the gear down.
20 seconds. Landing flaps.
There.
10.
That's much better. Get lined up with the runway. Establish my glide back into a little bit of power.
Brake, you must land the plane now. Braking.
Well,
Brakes off.
I almost kept her out of the grass.
Take flaps up.
Just an absolute fabulous flying little F-22.
Braking. Brakes off.
A little bit of runway maintenance with a plane. Watch it. All right, let's take it back to the bench, talk about her. All right, well, first off, let's talk about the CG of the plane. Okay. CG of the plane, I believe, yes, it's actually on the plane itself. If you look, I don't have the numbers, but it's on the plane. It's actually embossed on the plane, CG. But to give you another reference point, other than here, see them black marks, you got this plastic structure here where the wing connects. Right there at that corner is where I have it. But I can go by the wing, but I can also feel the CG on the wings there. And she's basically with a gear down, which I like checking. Anymore, I like checking with the gear down because that's how I'm going to land. So to me, that's when CG seems to be the most important. And she flew fine with next to no elevator input or down elevator to hold inverted. So I know my CG is good. Okay. Talk about a few things about the plane. You got a hard nose cone here. I went ahead and just glued mine on because she's a small plane. Got plastic cladding on the front of the inlet here on this wingtip, on these wingtips, back at the very back, those little parts that would strike the ground. The middle section has all plastic. You have, she's a top loader here, which is nice. Let me unplug that FREEWING afterburner. We had 43 seconds, or actually we were over, we were over 43 seconds. So we flew for 5 minutes. Well, let me do the math here. We flew for 4 minutes and 13 seconds, okay? And we got 33%. So set your timer for 4 minutes and fly the way you want. You can hit it hard if you want. 4 minutes, okay? To show you where I have that battery to get that CG is actually dead center. I mean, here's the front, here's the half. So basically dead center of that tray, okay? And that is a 4000 Sokokin with, I think it has an 80C discharge, EC5 connector, okay? And that, yeah, that is a Sokokin 4000 with an 80C discharge, and like I said, what, 33% left? 34% left, okay? So she's got thrust reverse, and I just unplugged her, and I can't show you the rate. Let me plug everything back in just real quick. I'm thinking, why am I unplugging so early? But I need to show you my rates and everything, okay? Now, the rates that I flew in were my high rates. Okay. Aileron, 100%, 30% expo. Elevator, 100%, 30% expo. Rudder, 100%, 30% expo. And my flap settings, get out of this heat. No mix needed. Flaps. It is so bright. I'm going to go in the shade. Flaps up are a negative 100%. Takeoff flaps are a negative 50, and landing is a negative 20. So negative 100, negative 50. All right. Negative 100, negative 50,
Landing flaps.
negative 20. All right. No mix needed at all. Okay. And you bring her in, it's got a little bit of a high alpha flare at the end, and she sets right down. I believe there was one or two lanes I didn't even need thrust reverse. But it's there in case you need it. And I like putting mine on a momentary switch. That way, if I accidentally hit it, it'll go right back to normal cruise mode the moment I accidentally let go of it in flight, which is the way I want it anyways. All right, folks, well, there you go. That is the FREEWING 70mm F-22. Phenomenal flying plane, and my hatch isn't on all the way, but phenomenal flying plane, great 70mm, great for your, could be your first scale 70mm warbird as far as jets go. And there you go, put you a nice gyroed receiver like the Lemon RX Gen 2, and this would not be your first plane for sure, but could definitely be your first 70mm scale for sure. All right, well, y'all have a good and God bless y'all. And don't forget, faith, family, and friends, God is good. And that is the F-22 70mm from FREEWING. Bye-bye.